Today is November 5th, 2021. This is Mordecai, host of the updates, bringing you your daily Elden Ring update. I never thought I'd say this, but there's way too much news about Elden Ring today. We got a 19-minute gameplay demo showcase, 3 new soundtracks, which you're listening to now, a ton of information about pre-orders, and some other miscellaneous stuff. I'm not going to go too in-depth about the gameplay here, or else this video would be hours long like yesterday's stream where we watched it many times. But I will recap every new material we got from Elden Ring in the last day or so. Alright, so firstly I want to talk about the pre-order information, as I believe this to be the most urgent piece of news, especially if you're interested in special editions, because those are running out as we speak. So I figured it'd be the best to inform you about it as soon as possible, in case you were curious. Strap in though, cause all these editions are a bit confusing. Alright, so first of all, you can pre-order the standard physical edition. This is the most vanilla version of Elden Ring with no bonuses, coming in at $60. Next up though is the digital pre-order. This costs the same price as the physical version, however it's on digital stores like Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox stores. This digital pre-order comes with these bonus features. An adventure guide, which contains useful information for the player's adventures in the lands between, and a bonus gesture called the Ring, which you can see here. You can get this gesture later in the game, so it's not exclusive to the pre-order or anything. Next up, we have the digital Deluxe version. This version of the game costs $80. Not only does it come with the adventure guide and gesture, but it also comes with 2 new things: a digital art book and an original soundtrack. The digital art book contains concept art, and if you look at the cover of it, you'll recognize that it looks familiar to this painting in Stormveil Castle, with the same 2 characters depicted in it. Then we have the launch edition. This version's exclusive to Europe, Middle East, and Africa only, unfortunately. But it does come with cool, unique features like these woven patches, stickers, art cards, and this giant poster of that same painting. This version of the game is around £180. Finally, we've arrived at the collector's editions. This is the standard version of it, which comes in at a whopping $190. Aside from also having the gesture and guide, it comes with a heap of new things, like an exclusive steelbook, a 40-page hardcover of the art book, a digital soundtrack, and most importantly, a statue of the Valkyrie, which is around 9 inches or 23 centimeters. And lastly, we have the Premium Collector's Edition, which is the same exact thing as the regular Collector's Edition, except it comes with a 1-to-1 life-size Valkyrie helmet. This $260 version is the most expensive out of all the pre-orders, and it's a Bandai Namco store exclusive only. I believe it has sold out in Europe already, but it is not up on the American stores as of the recording of this video. It is worth noting that the launch edition features I mentioned, like the patches and the poster, will be included in both the regular and premium collector's editions if and only if you live in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. The collector's edition in America will only have the swag featured in this picture, and it won't include any of the launch edition stuff, unfortunately. It appears as if the Europe region has all the goods, because even on the Bandai Namco EU Store page, they have all these extra stuff there, like an Elden Ring mousepad edition for €100, or this abomination of a poster for $25, and this hoodie of the strongest warrior for $50. I guess they don't know his real name, but it's like the first time we've seen him officially mentioned since the E3 trailer. It's not the best swag here, but it's a little bit of everything for your own taste. There's also some retailers that get extra exclusive stuff. Like Best Buy gets its own steelbook that comes with a collector's edition, which looks like this. And GameStop has an exclusive pre-order bonus that features a Spectral Steed Whistle replica. This replica is a delicate gold work ring, used to call the Spectral Steed by whistling through one's fingers. Also, something else I just noticed is that further down on the GameStop page, it lets us know that on the PS5 version of Elden Ring, players will be able to choose between a 4K graphics mode or a 60 FPS performance mode. This is not too different from how a lot of games work nowadays on the PS5. Aside from GameStop though, other international stores may have their own exclusives tacked onto the editions to make you buy it from them instead. I can't account for all of those here, but make sure you check your local stores for anything interesting. Anyway, that about covers all the 5 main pre-order editions of Elden Ring. You can pre-order these on the digital store pages now or your local retailers, except for the Premium Collector's Edition, which, as I already mentioned, is a Bandai Namco store exclusive. And it has not yet been made available in North America's store yet as of this recording, so make sure to be on the lookout for that if you're interested. And as a final reminder, a majority of these collector's editions only include console copies of the game, at least that's the case for the North American retailers. I've seen some European retailers have PC collector's editions for Elden Ring, however it's usually just a redeemable code instead of like a physical disc copy. So yeah, I hope that was helpful in giving you a guide towards all the many different versions of Elden Ring. While we may not be able to get our hands on those items yet, the announcement did show us something cool, and that's the reveal of the Valkyrie's true name. Her name is Malenia, which is pretty similar to Melina, and it's very cool to me to have this officially be confirmed because if you remember, I was theorizing about this a few weeks ago. And I would not be surprised if the 2 unknown siblings and the Valkyrie's real name will be similar to Godric or Melina's name, as we've already seen a pattern here in the family. Being on the right track about the name aside, we still don't know for sure if they're siblings or demigods both, but it's looking more and more likely. I'm glad we finally got to see the Melina cutscene though, because we can compare her more closely to Malenia with both of them having one eye that's not really functioning. It's really interesting that Melina's trying to help us as she makes us stronger by leveling us up at Sites of Lost Grace, and on the opposite end, Malenia is hostile as she practically kills us in the older trailer in like a boss fight. It is entirely possible that with them being siblings, Melina is trying to get us to do her bidding for her by eliminating her sister as part of the Shattering War over the Great Runes. So this was probably my favorite cutscene from the whole gameplay demo. And there's so much else in there that we went over in yesterday's watch-along stream, and I'll probably focus more on the new gameplay features we learned in a later update or something. But I just wanted to get everyone up to speed on everything that's happened so far. Also, I was waiting on the Friday tweet before posting today's update, and here it finally is. We now know the starting classes in the Elden Ring Network test, which starts next Friday. And we have 5 classes to choose from, which are Warrior, Enchanted Knight, Prophet, Champion, and Bloody Wolf, with AB signifying the gender. Again, as a reminder, these starting classes will probably not be in the final game, as the starting classes in previous network tests were always different than the actual classes in the final product. Just look at Dark Souls 3's network test. But let me know which one you'll be going with, because I am yet to decide myself. Additionally, we also had Kitao tweet this clip while thanking the community for watching the gameplay demo. The clip depicts the player character doing another gesture in what looks to be a new armor set at the very first Site of Lost Grace in the demo. In other news, I have just learned that many content creators in the community, some of whom were even featured on this channel as guest hosts before, have been invited to play the Elden Ring network test early. They're getting 72 hours of uninterrupted access, and they're playing it right now as we speak. I was unfortunately not invited to this, but I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. At least we might get to play it ourselves for a few hours next week. Am I right? Anyway, this has been your daily Elden Ring update for November 5th, 2021.